Huh?
Have you not seen the meme where it's a goat and a cat next to each other, and the caption is when your boss is trying to tell you how to do your job, and the goat's doing like this spamming noise, and then it just cuts to the cat, and the cat goes, huh?
No, I don't think I've ever seen that meme. But of course you know about it, considering it contains a goat.
Yes.
The almighty goat himself.
I think everyone's here, Liru.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and go to math then.
Gorgeous.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, official disclaimer, because I've learned to say these things when things like these happen. There was a massive update to the framework of how we play this game. So if you have a negative experience that is especially tied to this update that doesn't represent how I normally do the ops, don't blame me. Don't bitch at me. Don't moan at me. Unless your name is Bloodwine. You know, enjoy yourself, because just give me 24 hours, and I promise that Metro might fix it in time for his op tomorrow. Anyway.
Ah, shit.
Tomorrow.
Exactly. I was going to announce it after this op, but now I got to make sure that his shit isn't broken. But, alright.
Oh, that up.
Oh, great.
Yep. Alright, everyone important is here, except Devil, but that's fine. Anyway, so you guys are going to start at the start marker over here. Your job today is really, really simple. There are the following objectives for you to do. Secure 2 little villages that are under enemy control, secure the church, and find and eliminate 2 camps that are located in those 2 regions. If you can do all of that without killing 5 civilians, congratulations, you get 2 points. If you can do it without at least, let's see, there's 18 of you, so that rounds down. If 3 or more people die, then you only get 2 points, as long as you do all the objectives. Otherwise, yeah, low margin of error because we're below 20 today, so good luck. Ground, do you have any questions?
In terms of questions, no, not. I don't have any.
Do we need the church intact?
Huh.
Good question.
So I know the villages we have to keep intact. The church, well, I know what you're gonna do, so, no. No, you don't. But, anything you use can and will be used against you in a court of Liru. Any other questions?
I got a request.
Yes, I will kill Jay-Z first for these Among Us photos, and I'll kill Sam second for the follow-up one.
No, I'm not putting them on as well, but yeah. Yep. My request is to pre-order a mortar strike on the church if possible.
Pre-order.
We have mortars.
You have 2 mortars. I would highly recommend you spot your targets, though, because I will counter battery you, and I do have spotters. But anyway, let's go have fun.
Hey.
Pre-order fucking mortars, it says.
Oh, well, someone's already fucking dead.
How did Jokesaki join in with Star Wars mods and Web Knights mods? Joke, how did you do that? That's impressive. Day, if you type !Discord, you can get into tomorrow's operation, but not today's, because we have started. Set up my patrols in the towns, because I made this mission file the other day. Awesome. Now, quick disclaimer, guys. Ace and CBA updated today, so I can't guarantee that anything's going to properly work, because they updated a little under an hour ago. So, yeah, I mean, this will be interesting.
Radio check 50. Check 50.
Alright, let's see. Let's do our standard spread of, let's do 90s and 20s today. I'll keep spotting low until we get in the valley, and then I'll adjust accordingly. I want a fitty.
Section 2, command 50 check.
Radio check.
Go check, go check.
And then I want a BRDM. And that's gonna be, I think, a 3-man crew? Because the second guy goes to the useless commander slot.
Did you disable U menu, Liru? That's not a thing anymore.
I didn't mean to, but I guess it now is, and I'm not sure what's doing that. So that might be on the top of my head break. Either I forgot to check the box, which makes no sense because all my garrisons are working, which means that 3-din was made with the file, because otherwise all my units would be ungarrisoning, or Ace added something as a U-key bind that is overriding the actual U-key menu. So that is something to definitely type in the feedback channel so I can figure out why that's the case and give you guys a fix later.
Wait, what U-key menu?
The U-key menu that lets you auto-group to each other in all of my ops that I do. He's about to say, I've never used that before, and it's like, well, it's
section leaders,
been
please
there
come north
the
so we
entire
can actually
time.
board the plan. Thank you very much.
You know.
Might be the default bind got overridden or something.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just said. Yes. Oh, you're so smart. That's exactly what I just said, sir. Please. Yeah, I'll keep the V formation. Whew. I set courage to 9 instead of 90. That is absolutely... I mean, for African warlord bullshit, yeah, that would be accurate. Oh my god. Alright. How are you all doing, guys? Wee Woo here. I guess, let's take a look. I'm scared to take a look. Alright, ballistics is fine. Fatigue is fine. Apparently there's some fixes in there, and I might have to lower those settings a bit more to make them balanced, because, doy. Ace AI, auto-equip NVGs. Oh. Does not add NVGs to inventory. It just lets them auto-equip them. That is kind of nice. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to skim through this, see if there's any new sections. Ace interaction menu changes. Okay. Send in Goat Team 6 now. Okay. Here's my real question, though. What's in here? Armor pass-through effect. Oh. They even put a disclaimer, only touch this if you know what you're doing. Yeah. Oh, that's... So this is literally going to... Let me give a quick TLDR of how this is explained. So some types of bullets, depending on what the body armor you're putting down, create bruises instead of wounds, which don't do anything negative to you. This lets you control that setting. That's funny. And then, yeah, you have a chance to drop your weapon now if you go unconscious. Has no effect on AI. It's only for players. That's... Oh my god. Then we have a pain unconscious threshold to control now. That's actually kind of useful. AI will only perform necessary items, blah, blah, blah. That's also kind of nice. Pain effect. The GUI has been slightly changed. They reorganized status and state. treatment all. What's bandage rollover? Enable bandage can close different types of wounds on the same body part. Bandaging multiple injuries will scale bandage time. And set. Oh. That is going to be incredibly useful because now you don't have to bandage per wound. You can just bandage once and it'll consume all the medical without you having to constantly redo it. So that'll save you a little bit of time. Bandage effectiveness coefficient. Okay. So you can just set that to grave digging. Awesome. So I can put unconscious people in graves too, and they can dig themselves out zombie style. Alright. Okay. Alright, cool. Interesting. And Lizard, how you doing? So yeah, we're gonna have to do a little review, and I guess I am, more so than anything, but okay. That should be interesting. Alright, what do I want to put in here? I want to have a few outbound patrols as well in the low zone and whatnot, so let's go ahead. Set that up. And then I want a wide patrol over here. And I'll do a valley patrol as well.
Confirm me. Confirm me.
I'm set to aggro. And then I've got you in case I want to be a jerk. Mwah, chef's kiss. How are you all doing, guys? I haven't used the SC-25 yet. I'm not sure if I'll ever use the SC-25.
Please start entering your vehicles. The first vehicle in the convoy is going to be our scouting vehicle. It's going to scout up ahead. If it reports something obvious, we're going to, you know, act on it. But yeah, just tight stay behind it.
One second. Now, what I'm curious about, though, is they have the mortars in there, so if that thing gets shot to shit, then they're not thinking about... Okay, well... good thing my ambush team isn't really that heavy. If they do the smart thing, though, and turn around, they can avoid this fight entirely, but it might shoot at them as they try to drive up the mountain, but we'll make it work.
Hazmat, I have some questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
Where are you going?
Yes. I totally know where I'm going.
Alright, section
Thank you.
2 takes the lead, section 1 behind them. Let's get the move on, boys. Good luck. Scouting vehicle is already moving up ahead.
Yeah, right over
if you
there.
contact anything,
Okay.
we're gonna immediately report back and see what's happening.
Alright. So, general announcements. DayZ is gonna get rescheduled today, because I got my times.
Yeah, I'm alive. Taking fire, small alarms, bearing southwest.
Alright, quickly to explain in chat why I have Ace Hearing disabled, it's because I don't just do realism ops, I do sci-fi ops, I do all this other stuff with all these other mods, and Ace Hearing isn't always calibrated for every single mod we use. So sometimes I have to, whatchamacallit.
We are at the crossroads. Vehicle to your east is dead.
I think I'm talking about that, but basically, because certain weapon platforms can override earplugs, I don't use Ace Hearing. Instead, I use Ace Toggle Volume, and this is all said in our intro video
Yeah, but,
for the community.
I don't know why
guess
it's going
people
so
are
slow.
being silly. I'm gonna rear attack him with that 50 cal, and I'm gonna move this group up.
Confirmé. En route. En route.
But you know. But yeah, main channel's having uploads again. After... Oh, this should be good.
There's a techie behind us.
There we go.
Contact bearing north infantry times 5 in the woods, 200 out.
Give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Compris. Reçu. Entendu.
I think these guys are aggroed, so I'm just gonna try to set them to maneuver, but they might follow their orders, they
all
might not.
sections, please stop.
But no, there was an old video from like 3 or 4 years ago. It was XLarion. It wasn't even me. It was XLarion on my old T5s and TSB, aka my admins. He made a video of him basically just putting AI in corners of buildings and watching the player base at the time breach those buildings and completely ignore the AI because they were in corners and he just wouldn't shoot them. And it got flagged for having ties to extremist groups and removed from YouTube, and I appealed it just to ask what extremist group is this tied to. I'm curious, and they just didn't give me anything. They just denied the appeal outright. So it gave a quote-unquote warning to the channel, and I'm still laughing my ass off about it because I was in the process of doing all these edits for all this footage to kind of restart, you know, how I upload on YouTube for the main channel. And I've just decided it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'll just put the footage up as is, have it upload every 5 days for the algorithm, and then November I'll try a new schedule to upload 2 videos a week.
They have RPG.
They almost slid into each other there. That's because that one RPG gun was shooting at him. Ooh, it's being used against the infantry. That's quite nice. But I'm kind of done with YouTube. I'll still upload, of course, because I have to make a living, but it's only going to facilitate me doing stuff for other games like DayZ and whatnot, which again, we'll see on the schedule later today.
This is command to high command.
This is high command, send message, ground command.
This is ground command requesting mortar strike. Grid coordinates 029
What are you talking about?
03. Strike 1.
You have the mortars.
What? Where?
We have them in the off-road. I will deploy them and fire ASAP.
Alright. My bad.
Oh my god! Oh my... What do you think these are, bro? You have 2!
Do you want like 10 rounds?
That was lucky. Oh, that's because it landed right there. Danger close.
Let me open up the roster and see who the fuck this is.
Sounds like they're having radio issues. I'm on 50 though, I can't hear them, but let's see how things go.
All squads, contact, west close.
They're calling the contact up there. This is on, yeah, 50 accuracy, alright.
Alright. I'm running around fixing this right now. Okay,
respawn this group because otherwise
I
they're
would-
gonna
Ready to sync system. En route.
stay on normal. But yeah, I mean,
Alright,
in
all
terms of
sections,
YouTube
please be ready
politics,
for
there's also all this
charge
other
with enemy
stuff
church.
around this
Mortars are gonna land as soon as you're beginning the
one
charge.
female content
I
creator
would
as
highly
well and all
suggest
this
going
other
onto
crazy
it.
BS.
En route.
But I can tell you right now, YouTube
Because
is...
otherwise we're just
YouTube
gonna
has
get
slowly
tricked
become
from
more
everywhere.
hypocritical than Twitch, but they both kind of suck. So, I mean, this is the life I live, and, you know, I'm just going to continue to make most of my money based off of DayZ streams and commission jobs, and that's going to be my life for the rest of my life. And you know what? I'm all for it. So, I'm just going to say thank you to everyone here, especially if you're subbed, because you make this all possible, because otherwise it would not be possible. Because YouTube likes to spearhead toxic people instead of actual content creators, but what can we do? I'm just here to...
Also, I would
have fun
highly
with the
suggest
laughs.
for ground to not stay back here.
But I hope you're all having a wonderful time, and I hope you enjoy this operation. But
En route.
if you want to have a conversation with me, feel free to reach out.
This is section 2. Got infantry down the hill bearing 90, 100.
Alright, I'm going to send some QRF up from the little
Can
mini
you do
base
with
I
it?
have right here.
I'm gonna start moving up on the road.
Ready to sync system.
To make a bit of a second
Oh.
attack wave.
Apparently, enemy big coming down the main road.
Ready.
I'm making
Yeah, I
it
mean,
for
it's
you.
going to be probably 45 years, dwarves, but
I would
we'll see how
suggest to
things go.
hold for a bit.
Say again.
You'll follow me until I'm 80? Well, yeah, it's going to be at least 50 years.
En route. Ready.
BRDM sparing 345.
Yeah, section 2's got eyes on.
Viper's out. Mounting.
I'd say it's a quick.
EI behind BRDM bar.
It misfired. It just misfired. What the hell? That was weird. Alright, let's do a little bit of math. According to this, I need it to be a little more flat like that. The range is about 900 meters. So let me put a shot right here. Yeah, 900.
This
Round
is
two,
DC
three.
sections. Enemies are behind the lines currently. They're facing from east.
Feel free to mortar the fucking church. I think they have an SPG and they're shooting at us. Yep.
Well, that just knocked someone out right there.
This is 2, have no eyes.
Okay, I'm gonna hit you unless you get away from that hill.
Everyone get in cover from the fucking church.
Nice
Get behind
shot.
the fucking hill again.
Now it's time
Alright, all sections.
for a
Smoke
counter
is down.
battery.
Church has been mortared. Push up when you feel to. aka push up immediately.
gonna guess it's behind the hill.
This is 2 contacts down the, in the valley.
I'm not thunder running this, Jockster. We're absolutely gonna die if we do that.
Yeah, they're literally traveling up Main Street here. What I'm wondering is when is my 50 cal gonna start shooting at them?
Choice. Do you want to go along the road or do you want to go in the low ground?
I'd probably suggest to go in low ground then.
I did not hear that. I'm up.
Well, they opened the door.
This is 2 going in the low ground.
Vehicles are straying a little far.
This is 2. We're at the white smoke.
The BRDM is probably still alive, by the way.
I'm well aware.
Oh, I didn't reload. That's funny. But it is almost time for us to switch this map out. I might change the training mod set to something else. Maybe something more urban warfare and CQCS.
Highly suggest not. But too late now.
Mortar strike out on church.
Thank you.
North square.
Oh, we'll see where those go.
Where do you want the Vic to go? Uphill? Downhill?
We're going in the low ground right now.
That's why I gave him a sandbag, though.
Take you left somewhere.
Yeah, they're gonna tell the mortars to seize because friendlies are right on top of them at this point.
Our zip is out.
Confirmé. Reçu.
Yeah.
Brown, get the fuck away. Fuck your cars. You've got a one coming to northwest. Brown, is your car fucked? Yes or no?
Car is fucked, car is fucked.
Suppressing fire at the church.
Don't press the church. Come the fuck back and cover the... Got a squad running up to... We need to fucking load up the mortars and leave. For some reason they... Doesn't matter now. Just get the mortars down the fucking hill right now. You're gonna be overrun in a second.
To get the mortars, we're gonna need the BTR to pick them up. I see one is coming.
Has been where you are right now and cover GC.
I might be out of mortar
We should
rounds
be
now.
good for now. They're coming from the hill though.
Yes, just load the fucking mortars into the BTR, please.
That is...
I can't get up this high.
Might be a little far. Yep. Wind's blowing the rounds too. And these guys, for the life of them, cannot maneuver in this assault. So I'm splitting them off. Maybe that'll help their speed increase. I'm gonna delete bodies behind.
Liru, we can't fucking move these mortars anymore.
Alright, from what I can see, it's because they're quote-unquote too heavy. I'll move them by the BTR, but...
Thank you.
One got loaded in, the other one's resisting me moving it manually, so...
That's fine.
Okay, I got it to the right of the BTR, but I guess they redid how Ace Dragon and carrying work, so that's something else to note.
Yeah, there's no way to carry it. Try.
Ah, yes. Test stops.
You guys okay?
Apparently it's too heavy now. Ah, this game is so fun. I love update day. We get to find out everything that's randomly broken for some silly reason. Yeah, so now they're in the low ground, and this is where things are going to be potentially very messy for them. We'll see if they survive. I mean, everything on the front line is pretty much annihilated, so they just got to spearhead through, but... They're about to be hit at 3 different directions here, and that's where things can get messy. These guys are definitely dragging their feet, though. That's okay. We make it work. Yeah, no more church, right? That,
Hi, this is Section 2. Forgot to ask, are there any RRR for the BTRs?
Negative. There has not been any RRR with you guys at this time.
Great launch.
We're being shot at bearing 30, that's all up there.
Didn't see. Suppressing fire.
Yeah, now taking RPG fire. Because this valley is a kill zone.
I'm taking RPG.
Deleting that movement marker because they're dragging their damn feet. Let's go ahead and load up our ambient animations as well, because by then these civvies should be kind of freaking the hell out. some of these where they were quote-unquote combat ready. Yeah. Oh. It's a kill zone down here, admittedly. Very tough spot that they put themselves in. If anything, what would have been smarter is,
Bravo,
after verifying the mortar was dead, probably taking the high ground, taking the AGSs out,
bearing 320 northwest.
and engaging them accordingly. That was the worst RPG shot I've seen an AI make today. Who is this? Krasi has been asked to leave the server. And you can see that the players are, they're hurting a bit for this, because they're getting engaged from every single direction, because they're in a valley. And the RPG aim tonight, Jesus.
Yeah, they're southwest and northwest of us.
Oh, and finally one of the BTRs gets nailed. Didn't cook her off. Never mind.
Try to preserve the other BTR, please.
Oh.
Pull back.
Do you have, yeah, we have smoke. But I think they're within the minimal zone, so it doesn't matter. This is pretty ugly.
Are we getting surrounded?
Yep, we are. So how did we go?
Exactly, Steve-O. I don't have Artie anymore. I think the other BTR just got blown up. Valley was the worst possible direction to come up to this objective, but both BTRs are now down. They don't have any of their heavy statics anymore, so they need to pick a direction and break out at this point.
Yeah, both BTRs are dead, both vehicles are down.
2 down.
But no, they are literally getting encircled now. Granted, I've committed almost everything into the fight at this point. I'm going to commit this squad as well.
Yeah, let's just go west.
But they need to try to break out. And they all have smoke, and we see some of that getting popped, but... Oh, the medics are working overtime. Yeah, if I wanted to be mean, we could clean that up very quickly.
Listen, boys,
I
pop
want to give them a
smoke
chance,
west,
because
push
this is
west
a great learning lesson.
Smoke everything west. If you have to, just run 2 bullets, but go ahead.
If anything, now they should be just going back the way they came, because they should know that, you know, if this is all enemy controlled, you came from the south, breaking out south is going to be the least level of resistance. And if you start going on the side of a ridge, the other side is going to plink at you, so that's a bad call. So at least they're trying to make a move.
I'm pretty sure this is what's over.
We can do it, we can do
it. This is why we have those training ops. Oh, some of these guys are still, that's funny.
PC is up, somehow, barely. I'm throwing all my smokes out here. Trying to cover the best retreat.
Yeah, KIAs are gonna start mounting.
Run, now is the best choice.
let's have a look at the tracers. Yeah, guys, by running west and getting on the ridge, you're exposing yourself to everything to the east. It's best to stay in the low ground and move back the way you came, which would be south, and that's also the less resistance against you, because break, that's the direction you came in on. So if you're running to the west, north, or east, that's where the enemy still has control, and that's where you're going to run into heavier resistance compared to the south, which is the route you came in on.
Well, that would be fair if there wasn't a full squad south there.
True.
No.
There is everything everywhere.
I will say you've got about 2 to 3 squads to your north and east, about 2 squads to your north and west, and then about a little under a full squad to your south because of how the AI were positioned and going into valley as a kill zone. But we'll talk about it in the debrief. The thing is, I think they could withstand this. It's just there's going to be heavy casualties. Now I got this squad coming in to reinforce. And if we're going to commit to this, this is going to burn practically all of my AI in the region. But, we'll see. But no, the valley was the biggest mistake. If they were going to attack, they should have committed more to the high ground and then fielded their AGSs especially. But by putting themselves in the low ground, they don't have any room to utilize their stuff. And now look at this. Now you got that ridge group now pulling out of the region, but there's no comms on 50 anymore. And this group that's pushed up here has been pretty much cut down. But look at that. Case in point. Now these guys are breaking through. So, what can you say? But that's kind of leaving all these guys out to dry. And drying they are, and dying they are as well. Because I've been pulling stuff from positions that are farther out, but again, had Overwatch on that spot, and Op4 felt they could get this. But Blue 4 put themselves in a really bad position here. Oh, so I think now we're going to commit to mop up, because there's only one guy remaining. He just got shot dead. Ooh. Biggest mistake was going in that valley. They should have either stayed on this ridge and made sure that that mortar was dead, or the smarter thing to do was reposition, get on this ridge line over here and move up, or they could also go around and try to hit the objectives on the far side and then creep in from the rear. But, oh, that was kind of the worst call they could have made.
I'm gonna run up on the hill with Ivy, and we're gonna...
Alright, hey, real quick. You guys are the only survivors right now, so I'm gonna say you retreated, because at this point, I don't think you can do the rest of the AO.
We're not combat effective.
Yeah. Alright.
Would not make sense to re-engage. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You did call it then, Grant Command. It's called Foobar on their long.
Survivors are disengaging.
Yeah.
Damn, did we all fucking die? Nice.
Yes.
Red team, the
Mission
only
failed.
ways to make
So
it home.
there was a group of 5 or 6 people that pulled out because they did exactly what I said over 50, pushed south because there was only 5 guys, and they were able to break through that, pop a bunch of smoke, and leave as pretty much the rest of the platoon was in contact. So overall, Jock, I think you did fine until you made the call to push up in the valley, because that valley was a kill zone. The camps were on high positions. There was an MRAP that had perfect eyes on you, but what ended up happening was the AI, after like 7 or 8 attempts, finally got 1 hit with an RPG on the BTR, and then it only took him another 2 or 3 attempts to get the second hit. But I had patrols kind of just everywhere because it's a big AO, and they just ended up encircling you. I committed pretty much all of the AI into that fight because as you guys were slowly moving, I just decided to commit to that encirclement because you guys were in the worst area possible. I understand why you moved, though. It's because you were under mortar fire. I did that because you started mortaring the church position because the church also had a mortar. They ended up running out of ammo and had only smokes remaining. But I put pressure on you to move, and then all of that went nutso. The best thing you could have done was not retreated, but pushed to the west and gotten up on that high ground. And then anything that tried to pursue you, you could have hit with your BTRs. You could have pulled the AGSs out and utterly decimated them. You could have also gotten the SPG-9s out and used the HE rounds on groups of infantry as well. But you guys pretty much just put yourself in a kill zone and got encircled by infantry there. So it was a good call up to that point. Things got messy. And then again, we also have to understand, again, the disclaimer. Ace updated. We had an issue moving the mortars too, and we're going to have issues like that for the next week or two as Ace decides to hotfix their stuff, seeing what broke and what didn't. So this was a good learning experience, but I think I'm going to put this campaign to bed to focus more on an urban type of training operation, because that I think is also going to be able to stress communication, and we can keep things, again, relevant to what's going on in modern times, because this was all based off of the African stuff. So, yeah, overall, it went pretty much balanced to how the op was intended. So, Ground, go ahead.
Yeah, fucked up, honestly. Like, really fucked up. Should have spoken more, should have engaged myself in commanding more. I'm the ground commander after all. Some stuff happened outside my field of vision. Can't act on it. Didn't have enough time at the end. It got messy. Shit went out of the bed. It was really messy at the end. In terms of the kill zone, yeah, fucked up. Looked at the marker on the map, showed enemy infantry south. I was like, yeah, let's push west. Best thing we can do. Like, we are all nearly close to west as well. Like, if we go up that hill, we can survive maybe. But yeah, I mean, in terms of everything else, I fucked up, honestly. That's it for me.
And again, they're training. You're meant to make mistakes and see the consequences of the actions, because I know for the past week or so I haven't been doing a lot of hosting. It's because other things have come up, but that's all going to be put to bed soon. And especially as Halloween ops come up, we'll have a lot more to do in this community.
Ideas from 2AC?
Yep, you can go as 2IC, and then let's have the section leads go, and then any team leads, and then we'll wrap this up today.
For fuck up aside, the only thing that I would say is that I noticed the communication breaking down before Sit went Fubar. No call signs, no proper etiquette whatsoever. That broke out very early. We started panicking quite early on before things got much worse. That's it. Alpha?
Yeah, that wasn't great. Part of it was on me, but part of it I'm going to put on you, Liru, because if you give us setup weapons and mortar us on the first time we use those setup weapons, we can't use setup weapons anymore. Because if you use them, we're just going to get mortared, and we need some time to actually fucking range in with either SPG or AGS.
That's fine. But I only mortared you because you mortared me.
Yeah, but
like
we
the
don't
exact mortar position.
We have no idea whether you run out of ammo or whether you're gonna keep
but
murdering us.
you gotta scout the position then. Because I hit you because I had great eyes on you from an MRAP that was in radio contact with my mortar position. So we can go...
Yeah, but how were we supposed to take out that AMRAP?
With your SPG-9s.
Yeah, but we would have been mortared the second we opened up.
So what I'm hearing is it's a good idea to get on a hilltop overlooking an AO, not do any skyline, get your binos out, scout everything out first, set up priority targets, engage those, and if you take artillery fire that's ranging to you, pull back, reload your stuff, because at that point you're going to be away out of the line of sight, and then reposition. Right?
Maybe.
I'm glad we're learning.
Bravo.
Section 2. We did okay in just doing what's it called, vehicle crew instead, because we're only 3 men. We did all right. Down in the low ground up until when we get surrounded. Got RPG'd from the northwest, I think. Northeast, yeah. And yeah, that's when most of us got fucked. So yeah, that's about it, really.
All right, well, next training op, we're going to work on urban environments instead. So we'll see how that goes. And again, I got to figure out everything with the new ACE settings anyhow. So hope you learned something. If you didn't and you hated this, I apologize. But yeah, no, the top 2 things I would say we lack in this community is primarily communication and secondarily doing recon. So I appreciate we did recon today on some aspects, but you gotta continue to do it, because if you put yourself in an area blind, that's what happens. And again, Karn made a great argument of me counterbalancing against you guys, but at the same time, then you need to make sure you're not put in that position in the first place. If you're about to go into a new area, you had a really great hill that you could have dismounted your troops, put people on, and reconned after you had that infantry fight. Instead, you guys kind of pushed through it and then ended up in a massive kill zone. So always remember, when you're about to enter a new area, just put a few guys up on that hill, don't skyline, recon things out, and if you start taking any sort of artillery or whatnot, just mount up in your vehicles and you can go somewhere else. There was a big AO. You could have gone far right or far left and completely tackled the AO from a different direction. You don't have to follow the roads. So take that with a grain of salt, and we'll see how well you guys do next time. Capiche? Am I being harsh with that? I mean, please let me know. I could be being too harsh with that. For all I know.
No. Not for a training op.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah,
Wat hij vliegt naar door community. This is nothing.
All right, let me go bully Metro now, because we have to make sure his mission's set for tomorrow. So get out of here, guys. I'll BRB.
I'm already, I'm already looking at the
As if you need a reason to bully Metro.
Yeah, right. Anyway. All right, guys. I hope I'm not sounding like an asshole or being too harsh about it, because again, if you constantly go in blind, you're gonna get killed. Like, there's nothing about that. These ops aren't meant to be gimmies. They're meant to be, you gotta take it on its face. And I know that can piss some people off, but at the same time, that's the whole point of these ops. And it's also to show these issues, especially when we do the tagged ops. Because we're going to have Op 4 players in those, and they're going to take every freaking advantage that they can, you know? So, oh well. Anyway, this was all I had planned for today. I'm going to be working on getting Daisy and all this other stuff scheduled. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and have a good one. Okay, actually, no, one sec. Ham. You saw where the MRAP was, right? And you saw that I had constant eyes on their position from that MRAP, and that MRAP took fire, but it never died. And even if the MRAP died, I also had a machine gun bunker there. I had everyone on that hill. Anyone could pull binos out, and they didn't know that that was there until they finally spotted the MRAP, started engaging it, but then they stopped, just assuming that because I'd stopped shooting at them, that it was dead, when in reality it was just them being suppressed. But Again, I try to make sure I don't abuse the Zeus interface. I even said in the beginning of the up, I'm going to be using spotters, guys. I'm going to be using legitimate tactics to fight you with stuff. Because otherwise it's unfair. Because I grew up on this game under Luton09, who wouldn't use spotters, and he would literally put the mortar strike on you first time. And these people don't even know what that's like. Oh well. Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and have a good one.